tukae na uhuru, amani na undugu, raha tupate na ustawi. Kila mtu amekimbia kimbi, lakini tulisoma katiba tumeelewa. Mahali na babia sisi wa Kenya tunalipa kusimamia pia wakiwa wanaandamana na tulikuwa tushapeana notice leo tunaandamana, so tunakuja kuwafuatilia
Nikichukua live
najua Albert Wang na wengine wamechukua vibaya hapa ndani. Kama Wakenya pia hatuwezi watu washikwe wakibebwa na watu ambao walikuwa wamefunika sura, wamevaa mask, wanapelekwa wapi? Tumekuja kuwafuatilia tuulize waachiliwe.
Hasa kwa mchumbi ataelewa
maandamano ya leo ilikuwa pia kufuatilia haki. Siwezi kuua Wakenya kisha ndio wapatie pesa kidogo useme maisha yaendelee. Kuna sheria hapa Kenya, pia kuna international law, kuna continental law ambao wauaji wanafaa kukamatwa. So we're saying killer cops should be arrested. Tunataka accountability pia ya chain of command, wale ambao wamepatiwa, wale ambao wamepeana orders ya shoot to kill, wale ambao wametoa live ammunition, wale ambao wameua Wakenya na wakubwa wao pia wanafaa kuwa accountable for those actions. Tunataka kukumbuka Gen Z na wote waliuliwa, lakini pia kuendelea kutetea haki na kutetea Kenya bora. Kwa walikuwa wamekuja kuuliza kazi 2024. Vijana wa Kenya walitokea kwa sababu walikuwa wanataka Kenya bora na walipewa risasi na tear gas. So pia tuko hapa finish kumalo.
So mmeweza kuongea na watu wote maybe ama na walianza kurusha tear gas wingi, ndio kila mtu ambao walikuwa wanaimba wanatembea, tulikuwa tumebeba maua, sasa wamekuwa statue. Lakini tulisoma katiba, tumeelewa, tumeandamana, ni haki yetu. So inshallah watarudi ndio tuendelee. Sawa.
we got there, so much. So the time we got there was not because sisi hatuwezi keep time, because they blocked us. And you can't define that this person ameshow enough respect anafaa kuenda. Someone decides that their lives mattered, because we had to name all of them, and there's a lot of them. We actually didn't even manage to mention all the names of the people who were killed. Na bado ndo maana tuko bado hapo.
What transpired here just a few minutes ago?
We were walking very peacefully, very beautifully, with flowers, with roses, with flags, placards. We had already given notice that today we'll be on the streets laying flowers, remembering those who were murdered by the state, and also asking for accountability. Not asking, demanding accountability. Killer cops must be arrested. Those who ordered the killing of Kenyans must be arrested. Those who gave live ammunition for them to go to the streets and kill other Kenyans and who gave the shoot-to-kill orders must be held accountable for the crimes. So today we are here to honor the blood that's been spilt that didn't need to be spilled due to the murderous state that is afraid of its own citizens. We're here to honor them, we're here to remember them, and we're here to continue the fight for a better Kenya, for a safer Kenya, and for a Kenya that is governed by our katiba, by rule of law. So other protesters were arrested today while we were just singing outside of Parliament. Everything was screened, it was on air, it was very peaceful. Even I was scratched up while we were only laying flowers with the mothers. So we came to demand for their release as well as the release of other Kenyans who have been rounded up across the country.
All right. The police say that your notice was supposed to lapse at 1 p.m. and that you should have cleared from the CBD by 1 p.m.
So just like we have governing laws which allow for mandamano to go until 6 p.m. So it is our right still to be there. We were sitting outside of Parliament. When those were arrested, we were sitting on the sidewalk. I believe everybody has the right to sit on the sidewalk of the country that we live in.
Okay. Did you have a notice yourself?
I did it together with Mama Rex.
And what was the time there?
I actually didn't look at the time.
Okay. But probably as we wrap it up,
Yes.
What are you going to do now that you've been blocked from accessing the Central Police Station?
Well, I'm not a leader of this movement. We're here collectively. So we'll wait for others to gather and then collectively decide what we'll do next.
All right. Okay. Let's get start with your name. Tell us your views about what has happened.
So my name is Geoffrey Moore. I'm an active citizen, a human rights defender. So it's extremely painful that on a day that we formally noticed the police, we issued a notice a week early. The government were to march alongside the families, survivors and victims. To issue a demand letter to again, and also to honor the lives of 60 plus lives we lost in June 2020. But now, as it turned out, the government is again using excesses to suppress the people's voices. So it's so sad that this is a continued pattern of police not allowing Kenyans to exercise their right to protest.
Are you one of those who served the police? The notice?
I was actually there. I was in person at the Jogo House when we formally noticed the police.
Okay, because there's this back and forth about the time that you gave the police. What time were you supposed to finish or end your demonstration?
I mean, I'll say like my colleague, we do have governing laws that allow mandamanos to go up until 6. So you cannot dictate the time that people have to come here to express themselves.
Tell them about the blockade that you found in the Parliament.
So last year we had a barricade barring the Parliament building. Again, it has been repeated. The same barricade manning the entire Parliament building. And you have to remember all the families, all the Kenyans who came out today were very peaceful. They were not armed. These include families. Mama Kennedy was there. So it's very sad for the government to block us from accessing the National Assembly, where we're going to issue our demand letter again.
So they cannot
Thank you so much.
na wanaogopa sana hata sign. So ile uoga inamaanisha pia wameelewa ambao ile nguvu wako nayo, the power they hold now itaenda. So wanajaribu njia yote kunyamazisha, kisha serikali kujua
Hi. Hi.
Malizia ukuja Citizen.
Yeah.
Yes. Naitwa nani?
Naitwa Paul Kabwe.
Yes.
Kutoka pande ya Juja. Home ni Naivasha. Na nimeshukuru kwa nyinyi kuniita. Asante.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want it. I like to add the action items field so AI can show me the next steps. I have my teammates as watchers so they're in the loop. ClickUp makes work easy, from personal projects to running a multi-billion-dollar company. Click the link below to create your workspace for free. My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want it. I like to add the action items field so AI can show me the next steps. I have my teammates as watchers so they're in the loop. ClickUp makes work easy, from personal projects to running a multi-billion-dollar company. Click the link below to create your workspace for free.
Hii sehemu ambayo maybe inawezekana ikachangia kuprovoke, yani kuchochea polisi hadi kuwarushia machozi.
Sijui ni nini imewachochea, lakini tumekuja kuanzia amani. Hakuna mtu amerusha mawe, hakuna mtu ametoa rapsha, lakini I don't know what wenye wamefikiria, lakini ningewaomba next time it's good to give each and every one freedom. One, for expression. Two, for movement. As far as wanatuwekea usalama, because ni kitu ilikuwa imetangazwa in the whole nation, wangetupea hawangetufurusha hivyo. Yeah.
So pengine ungepata nafasi ya kuaddress polisi kwa Kenya nzima, ni nini ile yani ungetamani sana kuwaambia?
Ningetamani kuwaeleza kwamba wakati waliuliza hiyo kazi, wakati walienda recruitment, walienda to serve the nation. Waache kufanya na kitu inaitwa feelings. Ati mtu amekaa hivi, waache kuweka na hiyo feelings ati labda president anakemea labda maandamano ama hataki, ama Kipchumba Murkomen kama hataki maandamano, yani wanaenda na feelings, wasitumie feelings. Yeah, they work with passion. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Asante.
Thank you so much.
Asante.
Sasa wewe ni nani? Inakuwa imekaa. Kenya najua
last night. We saw trucks last night.
Haujui ni wapi unaona sasa.
Ay. Ni nini? Ini ya?
Umesikia?
Sawa, natukusa sisi na hata hatujani. Kai.
Unakimbia nini? Minti ya gani wewe? Wewe ni minti ya gani? Minti ya gani wewe? Chukua hii watu. Minti ya gani? Barua yako ya minti iko wapi? Wapi barua yako ya minti? Fungua hapo. Chukua hii mtu, chukua hii mtu. Ndio ndani.
Hadi mimi naenda nyumbani, nimemaliza.
Wewe kisa hiyo hapo.
Naenda nyumbani sasa.
Toka hapo utakonga na sasa.